What's up, fancy friends? I don't have a fancy edit for y'all, but I do have something to say. So, y'all might have noticed my updated banner here on YouTube. As of Monday, the girl is a licensed independent social worker, clinical practitioner, LCSW, LICSW, LISW-CP, however your state want to say it, baby, I got it. Okay. I also added my DSW candidate on the end. I think y'all already knew that, but if y'all did not know that, I graduate with my doctorate in social work in May. So I really wanted to talk about my experience with the clinical exam because I know a lot of people struggle with that exam or are planning to take that exam. A lot of great opportunities come with that exam, but I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to talk about my experience with the exam. So I have taken the exam 4 times prior to Monday. Yes, you heard that right. 4 times prior to Monday, baby. I done paid for the license, okay? So the very first time I took the exam, I missed it by 1 question. Second time, I missed it by 5 questions. Third and fourth time, I missed it by 1 question. My state does not allow for us to do like the waiver. I know some states allow you to do a waiver if you miss within that close of an amount of questions. They'll allow you to waiver, test early, or some will even allow you to pass depending on how many times you've missed within that close of a range. But my state does not allow any of that. So I had to buckle down and just really focus and take it again. And this time I passed by 2 questions. Okay, I was 2 questions over what I needed to pass. But I wouldn't have cared if I was right on the money, baby. The point is, I passed finally. Okay. And so I wanted to tell you all that there are going to be plenty of times that you fail, right? In life, period. There are going to be plenty of times that you fail, but that does not mean you should give up. You definitely have to keep going, persevere, use your resilience to keep going because there is a win coming for you. At the end of the day, if you know that whatever you're going after is something you really, really want, it's not just something you're just doing as a time killer. It's something you really want. Stick it out. It might be hard. It might take a long time. It might take way longer than you originally planned. But stick it out. You can do it. It will come through for you. You will win. I'm trying to tell you, baby, you will win. I used Agents of Change to study. That is the second study program that I bought. I originally bought the Therapist Development Center, TDC. That didn't really work for me. Not to say it won't work for you, because depending on how you learn and recall information, it may work for you. It just did not work for me. But Agents of Change was really good. I mostly did the group study sessions. Honestly, that's all I did. I didn't do the entire program. I did the group study sessions and I bought a practice test with ASWB. I took the practice test 2 days before I took the real test, and I passed the practice test 110 out of 150 questions, y'all. I was like, it's no way I should not pass this exam. So that really gave me a confidence booster. And my mindset the whole time was, you're going to pass, you're going to pass. You know this, you got this, you're going to pass. I literally told myself that all for this entire month leading up into the exam. And on exam day, I told myself repeatedly. I even wrote it down on the notepad that they give me. Okay. So a positive mindset will definitely take you a long way. That's a big change from how I went in my second through fourth time. My second through fourth time, I was very negative. I was in a very negative mind space. I did not think I could pass the test. I always thought I wasn't prepared. I wasn't going to pass it. I always felt like I just couldn't do it. And I don't know why I felt like that, but it was just a strong feeling. And every time, sure enough, no matter how close, it was like, was not close enough. And so this time I made sure I did not go in there with that mindset. I went in there with a very positive mindset, upbeat, felt prepared, felt ready, and I passed. And the practice test that I took, I feel like the actual test was a lot harder than the practice test. Now, not no shots to ASWB, but I do feel like the real test, the practice test, like I said, I did 110 out of 150. That means I only missed 40 questions. But the real test, okay, first of all, let me preface this by telling y'all, I have really bad test anxiety. I know a lot of people say that, but no, I really mean that. Like, the night before the exam, y'all, I was washed and in the bed by 9 o'clock. At 9:30, I still couldn't go to sleep, so I took 2 melatonins because I was like, I really need to go to sleep. Y'all, I still did not go to sleep until like 11:30, 12 o'clock. And mind you, this is me in a room in the complete dark, no TV, no nothing on, laying in the bed with my eyes closed. I just could not shut my brain off. And even after I went to sleep, I was up every hour on the hour, jumping up, thinking I'm gonna oversleep and miss the test. So I literally got no sleep. So while I'm in there taking the test, I'm struggling to stay awake. I'm literally falling asleep on the test, but I just kept that positive mindset. I kept telling myself, like, you got this, you prepared for this, you know this, you can do it. And honestly, I feel like that made all the difference for me, because that's the only thing that was different between this time and all the other times that I took it, besides the first time. The first time I kind of just didn't know what to expect. I went in cold. I hadn't studied or anything. I just went in and took the test and I missed it by one question. But I wasn't upset because I knew that I didn't prepare. And so whenever I really honed in and studied and prepared all those other times and I still couldn't make it, I just really feel like it was due to me being in a negative mind frame while I was in there. And so I would definitely say, make sure you go in with a positive mind. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever your goal is, keep a positive mind about it. Let yourself know you can do it. Let yourself know that it is possible. And more than likely, it will come to pass. Last thing that I'm going to tell you guys is that the exam will be changing in August. So if you're taking the exam August of 2026 or later, the exam will be changing. There will be fewer questions, but you do get the same time frame. And there was something new on this exam that I did not get to experience in the previous 4 times that I took it, which was they broke the exam up. So they gave me 85 questions and then they gave me a 10-minute break and then they gave me the other set of 85 questions. So if you're taking it before August, you'll have the same setup as me, 85 questions, 10-minute break, 85 questions, and you still get your 4 hours. If you take it August or later, fewer questions, same 4 hours, still get that 10-minute break, splitting the test up as well. And I was told that the contents of the test won't be changing, just the amount of questions that they're going to be asking on the test. So good luck to all my social workers out there. You can do this. Do not let anybody tell you that you can't do this. You made it through 6 years of school, 3,000 hours. You can do this. You're prepared, more than prepared. Study, keep a positive mindset, go in there positive and kill it. I won't tell y'all what to do, but I'ma always tell you what it is.